Alright, so here's this optional video where we're going to practice working with mid-segments. This is like the last example we did. So, breaking it down, we look at number 9, and first let's identify what is the mid-segment. Well, the mid-segment is QR. QR is the segment connecting two midpoints. We learn that QR is parallel to the third side. So QR is parallel to YW. QR is parallel to YW, and QR is half as long as YW. Now, we don't like to deal with fractions. So what we do is we double our mid-segment. So 2 times QR equals YW. So if we plug in the pieces accordingly, we have an equation we can solve. 2 times 2x minus 3 equals x plus 9. This can easily be solved in insolve. You can distribute and then solve as you normally would. Let's look at number 10. Number 10, we have triangle RST. Looking at our picture, CB is our mid-segment. We learned that this mid-segment is parallel to the third side. So what is CB parallel to? CB would be parallel to RT. So, it's not only is it parallel to the third side, CB is half as long as the third side, RT. But again, we don't like dealing with fractions, so let's, instead of halving something, let's simply double our mid-segment. So, if we plug in our pieces accordingly, 2 times x plus 19 equals x plus 29. For 11, I've highlighted your mid-segment and third side. For 12, I've highlighted your mid-segment and third side. What is the process? Double your mid-segment, set it equal to the third side. Here, these problems are just like the problems above, except it asks us to find Ln. So we're not just solving for x, we're going to solve for x and then plug it back in. In this picture, EF is my mid-segment. We learned that the mid-segment, EF, is parallel to the third side. This is what the theorem told us. So EF is parallel to Ln. Not only is it parallel to the third side, EF is half as long. And if it's half as long, we know that the inverse operation is to double. Inverse operation. So 2 times EF equals Ln. This is going to help us set up and solve. 2 times EF, well, EF is x plus 2, equals Ln. Ln is x plus 10. We distribute that to 2x plus 4 equals x plus 10. Solve for x. And x equals 6. But the problem doesn't ask us for 6, it asks us for Ln. So 6 plus 10 equals 16. LN is 16 units long. Now let's plug in 6 here. 6 plus 2 is 8. EF is 8, LN is 16. This checks out with what we would expect. The midsegment is half as long as the third side. This is what you're going to do to set up for the rest of these problems. I believe this is x minus 2. If it helps you, I suggest that you highlight your midsegment and the side that it's parallel to. Highlight the midsegment, side that it's parallel to. Midsegment, side that it's parallel to. Remember that we can mark 2 segments or 2 lines parallel with a little arrow. I hope this helps you get started on the back. Email me if you have any questions.